over the next couple of days, I'm going to be dropping a new twin flame video to help you all out on this journey, because twin flames are super, super important, and they actually come together and serve humanity, which I'll be getting into another video. So it's so much more than just you manifesting someone that you really, really love. And it's like, it's kind of been like talked about on social media, especially on YouTube, as something that is very like vain in a way. But they have a very unique purpose. And if you are someone who knows that they are called to help humanity, help the collective in a very massive way, then you are probably someone who has a twin flame. So let's get into these 8 points. And I have so much more to share with you, because the twin flame journey is just hilarious, and I personally enjoy it. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. As someone who is also a seer, so being a seer and having a twin flame, it's like, psh, and many of you are gifted and come to my Claire classes, so I'm gonna help you all out so you don't end up going a little bananas. So for number 1, you will get supernatural visions or guidance from the divine about your twin flame. So this is a huge thing to start with. You will not be driven towards your twin flame by your ego. And I know that sounds obvious, but it's actually very difficult for people to know the difference. I went through that journey as well, needing to like differentiate as someone who's extremely gifted. And it's even harder for people who are gifted, because you have to understand when you are actually getting signs about your twin and it's coming from the divine, versus you are getting signs from the universe in general about an energy that is within your aura or within your scope, because they come in almost like identical. And if that other person is also extremely spiritual and very good at manifesting, they can actually masquerade in your energy unknowingly or knowingly as your twin flame, and they won't actually be your twin flame. And their energy will sometimes block your journey towards your twin flame. But we can get into that another time, because there's like a lot of advanced concepts around that I would love to get into more deeply. So that's just something to keep in mind. You will literally begin to meet your twin flame in the astral. You know, as someone for myself, I met their energy about 2 years ago actually, and it felt like a punch in the stomach. And I remember going to my mentor at the time and being like, what is this? And they couldn't really answer. And then I decided to just like push myself up into the astral and step into my highest self, and let my highest self guide me to who it was. And so I ended up meeting them for the first time and was like, who is this lanky figure? And had like all sorts of conversations. It was a really beautiful journey. And then my highest self kind of took over my own body and my energy in the astral and started sharing all these stories. And it was like the coolest thing. So you will have supernatural visions. You will have supernatural things happen to you when that energy is introduced to you on your journey, when your soul actually calls out to it. And you can also actively manifest it into your life, but there is a supernatural part that comes to it. So for number 2, they will mirror your most beautiful attributes and your not so hot ones. So that's something to also keep in mind. On YouTube, a lot of people only point out the things about twin flames that are all the best, like, oh, you feel all this love, like all these things. But like, you're both on a soul journey, so you're also going to be growing through a lot of the exact same things. So if you have a lot of trauma, if you're not good at receiving love, if you're not good at being within your feminine energy or being within your masculine energy, you're gonna have to sit with that in order to like be with your twin, because you know it's a twin, so there's 2 parts. So one of you is in the feminine energy and one of you are in the masculine energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be with gender, but it's you both our peace, right? So if you have your entire life been in your masculine energy and you're trying to be in your feminine, you have to take the entire journey to get to your feminine, along with all the other trauma that you were also healing from. And your twin does the exact same thing, right? And it's just it's just a really funny journey, but understand that they're gonna mirror like exactly what you're going through. And again, like as someone who is gifted, who is receiving this information, just because someone else is going through a similar journey as you doesn't necessarily mean that that is your twin. Again, you're gonna know, and it's gonna come smack you in the face, and it's like nothing else in this entire world. So if you even have an inkling of you like not being sure about this person, again, it's probably not your twin whatsoever. You'll know in your 3D, you'll know in the astral, and you'll know from your spiritual team, and your ancestors will come and like reinforce it all the time. And so, okay, number 3, so they serve humanity. This is the biggest thing with twin flames versus like soulmates, because you can manifest either one. So you can have a choice between what journey you want to take in this lifetime. But if you are going to manifest a twin flame or call to them or have your soul call to them, it's because of your soul path to help humanity. Like twins help humanity in every single capacity. Like it's the like purpose of them is to help the world ascend and to like help the collective and be leaders, be visible, because their love together magnifies and like proliferates outside of them and creates this ripple effect that is felt through many people. And they will also likely generate a lot of income to be able to give back to the community. But every twin flame journey is different, but they serve humanity. So if you have someone in your life who is not interested in serving humanity, they are not your twin. You'll know. Like if you are someone with a really big heart, and I see this so common with folks who identify as like light workers or healers or 144, because you love everybody, because you genuinely want to serve community and humanity, you will miss the red flags. You'll miss the red flags. And that's a part of your journey. Like if you're manifesting your twin, is to learn how to recognize the red flags so you can elevate to your twin, right? So there is a difference. So just keep that in mind, and understand that again, your twin and you are going to be really similar in the sense of like how you want to like express your love, or how you receive love, or how you like feel into love, and your like general view of love and helping humanity are going to be identical, basically. And then there's going to be things that will be different in your 3D realm in terms of your ego, right? And things you are interested in. And it doesn't matter because the whole point of also like going to be with your twin doesn't mean that you both need to be identical. It means that you are also complementary in many ways, even if it looks different on paper, even if it's different age, different ethnicity, different whatever. It's the soul connection. Doesn't matter what body you're in, right? So there is a huge difference. If you're still looking at people like, well, like, you know, you still have some growth to do. Okay, so number 4, it's literally like a spiritual explosion. So sometimes if you interact with each other, or you greet their energy, or you are within their energy, the energy is very intense and the energy tends to magnify. Like sometimes tech doesn't work, sometimes things break. Your manifestations will like explode. If they're like gonna help you get to your twin, they'll happen really quickly, like stuff like that. So it'll feel like a spiritual awakening because it is like, and a lot of the times, like I said, when you connect in the beginning, you're gonna feel it in your physical body. You're gonna have a physical response to it, and it's gonna be something that you've never felt before. It's not gonna be like, oh, I ate some beans and I've got a stomach ache and I might have to fight right now. Like it's very different than that. It's almost inexplainable, and you're gonna literally probably ask yourself, like, what is this? I don't know what this is. Um, but it's a it's a really cool experience. But just be prepared for weird stuff to happen when you do collide, because you both have big energy, right? Like, think about it, two souls that are meant to be together actually come together as one. What kind of energy is that? So and also know that people aren't going to really understand how your energies work together, and it's also a part of your journey to like ignore that part, ignore those people. Okay, I'm gonna stay on topic. I have so many things to say. So let's go to number 5. So your spirit team, again, will make it indisputable to the point where if you ask your spirit team and you have a strong connection, which is why I love teaching people about their clairs and connecting them to their spirit guides, because when you have that strong connection and you start to doubt, like your ego comes in or anything like that, your spiritual team will literally freak you the hell out. Like, they will do things to make it so clear that you like can't help but believe that that is your twin, to the point where you'll meet them. You'll either meet them, or you'll continue to get visions of them, or you will literally have a piece of paper. Like, okay, so for example, something that happened to me is, so I knew, right, like about 2 years ago, and then I went through a little journey where my soul was expanding, and I was confusing my energy and had lost connection with my twin, and then ended up getting like caught up with someone else who definitely was not the person that I wanted to be with, but my ego was driving that. And my ancestors, my spiritual team, did everything to like cut and chop away that relationship, and like put me like put baby in the corner, and, and told me to like heal and hello, like, look at this. And then it was like day after day I kept getting these things, and it would be like on my phone about soulmate sketches. It would be outside. I would be traveling. I was in a different state. People would walk up and talk to me about it. It was like very specific things. Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? And I was like, why do I have to do it if it's supposed to, like I was being really resistant to it. And then I finally did it, and lo and behold, it was the exact same person. And spirit and the ancestors were like, will you stop now? And I said yes. So like, things are gonna happen where like they will literally make it indisputable. When I say that, you're gonna know without any doubt in your mind who your twin is at some point, right? And it just depends on where you're at on your journey and how resistant you are to the information, and whether or not you're ready for it, like if you actually want it and you're ready. So number 6, further along on your journey, you're going to meet aspects of them. So they may not present in the same like visual similarities as your twin, but you will meet aspects of them in different people, likely people who you are dating or people you are meeting, like things like that. Their energy will start to surround you. And if you're a seer like myself, who's extremely psychic, and the universe, like, you're so good at reading energy in the universe that everything communicates, it will feel overwhelming at first, but then you just realize, okay, they're just everywhere. like they're like, we're just like this, right? So and that's the really fun part of the journey, because it's like you don't really have to worry about it. It's just the energy is there 24/7. And you like know you are connected, but you may meet like aspects of them about things that they enjoy, and then spirit, it will send you things about this person over and over, like very specific things. It's like you're meeting them without meeting them, or getting to know them without like physically meeting them. And it's for a reason. It's for a reason. So yeah, it's a really interesting. So number 7, you will meet physical versions of them. This one is probably one of my most favorite parts, because you'll realize like you will begin to see, like, the universe will literally send you people who look just like them, or have aspects of their life that are just like them, or both. Or like if you have a vision of them, the vision will be in you, will like come from your astral, your third eye, into 3D, and you'll be in the vision itself. And it's all like hard to explain what I mean by that. I wish I could just like give you this and put it in your mind. But you'll realize that like your timeline basically and their timeline are merging, and that's when that starts to happen. Because the energy is so intertwined, right? Like you're one flame, you're just in two parts. So the closer that you get to being one flame, the closer your thoughts, your energy, the way you eat, the way you move, the way you sleep start to join together. And again, the universe and your ancestors and spirit are like going to start revealing to you and confirming for you all day long. Like it's not like, oh, I got this like sign today. No, it's all day long. After a while, again, if you're really gifted, it's gonna be like all day long, and when you sleep, and like all of these things. So it's it's an easy way for you to recognize who they are, especially down the road. And it's just funny. So and be sure to like and comment below. Let me know if you've experienced any of these things. Let me know if you have questions. Like come to the Claire session, because we can also talk about twin flames and relationships. We've done a ton of conversations in there about it. I also do relationship coaching and all sorts of things. So I'm able to help you distinguish or get to the point where you need to make a decision and things like that. Sometimes people get caught between a karmic and their journey to their twin. And so there's like this capsule of healing that needs to be revealed. So I can also help you with that. Or if you are with your twin and you need some help, I can also help you with that. But anyways, so for number 8, you're connected to them on a freakish level. So this goes down to the teeniest, tiniest things. Like it could be things that they say, like you will receive that information. Things that they do, where like what they eat, how they shop, where they shop. It's likely going to be exactly the same. And you know, I would so this is really funny actually. I'm just going to share it. So there was like a period of time where I kept seeing like these drawings of male genitalia and like hearing all these jokes, and I kept seeing the word like, you know, it has to do with ejaculating basically, but I kept hearing it in a really funny way, and I just started laughing. And then, you know, spirit started to show me visions of where it was coming from, and then I would like be on my phone and it would pop up, you know, like that kind of stuff. So it's like down to even the jokes that they're making throughout the day, you'll likely receive it. And I may go into a grocery store, like I shop at Whole Foods a lot, so I will like things like, if you're a seer and you use your clairs and they're very developed, you know what this means. Like when something speaks to you or it pauses, or like you are guided through the store. Like I don't just shop and I'm like go down my list. No, I just go to the store, and spirit and the ancestors tell me what to buy. Like they're guiding me, they tell me where to go. And so I will be guided to things, and then again I will see the things. Right? So or they will have those things, or they will be eating those things, enjoying those things, being at that store. Like it's a lot of like intertwining that happens on a very like minute level. And again, it's like the coolest thing I think I've ever seen or heard. And I'm not gonna lie, like seeing all the drawings of male genitalia, like it's funny, like especially if you have the 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 opportunity to have a twin that is actually funny and has bad jokes. Like, I love bad jokes, and I just love when things are weird and quirky and different. Your journey is going to be hilarious, but I invite you to just kind of lean into it and just let whatever wants to happen because it's really funny. It's super funny. So again, I'm gonna be making more and more videos about how to recognize your twin, because I feel like most of you on here, because like you were very similar to me, where we are artists and activists, so we have a big purpose in life. Most of you are going to have twins. I actually feel that when I go to do my readings as well, and I'm going to be doing some more tarot readings as like to share with everyone for love, because that has been requested of me as well. So I'm going to be sharing that very, very soon. So let me know below if this resonated with you, and drop into my Discord group. It's a community. You all can get to know each other. And also, I recently asked folks in there what they wanted to learn about. So I'm like, if you have topics and things you want to share, you can drop into the Discord group. It's easier for me to be able to find it actually, and like make content from it. And everyone in there is so loving. And some other fun announcement that I want to share with you is for Valentine's Day. As many of you know, I'm relaunching my song Falling Into Love. And side note, I actually wrote that song when I was confused. When I was confused and I thought I was around my twin, and I wasn't. So I felt like it was a great time, and Spirit kind of lined it up as well for it to launch specifically on Valentine's Day. And many of you know I dropped out of my distribution with Rock Nation because they didn't align with my values as an activist. And so I'm just going full indie, full out there to have fun as a performer. And I'm just going to keep sharing love messages. So stay tuned for that. I did a post about it in the community, so be sure to check it out. I would love all of your support. You can go and listen to it when it drops. It's going to have a new cover and everything. This is all new beginnings. You're probably seeing lots of new branding. Buujee Savage Productions also has launched. That's my company. I have multiple. But yeah, I'm just sending you all lots of love, lots of hugs, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. Again, I'm going to be sharing a twin flame video up until Valentine's Day, along with some other clear spiritual things, so y'all can know what the heck is going on with your twin and what to do about it and how to navigate it, because it's really fun. And the most important advice I can really give you is to just go with the flow. Don't fight it. Just lean in and surrender, and keep going through life as your most authentic self, because when you both are really authentic and you are living in your highest energy, that's when you get magnetized the most. So yeah, I love you all. And shout out, oh my gosh, folks who have been donating money on the buy me a coffee. Like, I literally started crying that day because I had something happen that was unfortunate and I just was really surprised by something financially, and when I saw that, I was like, thank you so much. Thank you all so much. So I'm just so grateful to you all, and I love you so much. And again, I invite you to come join the Discord, come to the Claire group. It's really chill, and it's just a really fun group. Everything's going to be in the description below. You can also check out my website, BuujeeSavageProductions.com, and it's going to be getting built out more and more as the day goes by. And if any of you need artists help as well, or need connections, you know, I work with all sorts of artists, actors, models, singers, dancers, painters, you name it, I can help you. So sending you lots of love. This is a long goodbye. You know how I do, everybody. So I'm gonna end it here. Bye, everyone.